Okay, so I have got a planner here, and I am going to plan out 2024 to a intoxicating amount of detail. And the goal here is going to be as productive as humanly possible throughout this coming year, so that I can accomplish all the things that I want to accomplish. And so I'm going to do some things. I thought I was all set up and ready to go here, but then I changed my mind, and I'm going to plug one of my cameras in because its battery is low enough to where I'm like, I don't know if that's going to fly. So I'm going to plug a camera in here, and then we will get started. It took me a very long time to decide what exactly I was going to do. Is that the battery signal? I wonder if it isn't the battery signal. Oh, I see the battery signal now. I think I'm full battery. Well, I definitely don't have anything to worry about because it's plugged in now. Anyway, I hem-hawed over what video was going to be the first video that I released in this video series of me releasing a video every day for the year of 2024. And I settled on this one because I thought it would be really cool, because you would see me first of the year setting out all my goals for myself, all the things that I want to do, and then you'll be able to keep up with me as I keep up with myself and figure out how well I did. So I could make callbacks to this video later. We can revisit the planner when it comes time. And so I thought that this was a fitting way to start out my series. So this planner, I went to Barnes & Noble to buy this planner here, and I wound up buying 10 CDs and 4 DVDs and a planner. But the thing that I liked about it is it gives you a list of things to do just for the month, and then each individual day has its own things that you can plan out as well. I like to create my own stuff, and so for the longest time I was like, I'm just going to make a planner. It's not that hard. And it's not that hard, but it's a lot easier to just buy one. So that's what I did. So I would love to fill out all of these lines on the to-do list, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So there's 29 lines on this to-do list, so we'll round out to 30. 30 lines times 12 months. I feel like that's going to take a very long time to get around to, so we're not going to do all that. I'm going to hit the high notes while I'm here, and then as I update things, I will try and keep you guys updated as well. And like I said, we can just kind of follow my journey throughout the year as I knock out the things that I want to knock out. And as I fail to knock out the things that I wanted to knock out, we can all kind of experience that together. I think that would be a cool little way to format the content here. So a big thing that I want to do in January is I want to publish IGCC. So what is IGCC? IGCC is If Ghosts Could Cry. And If Ghosts Could Cry is it would be my 5th novel release. I was going to release it using traditional publishing, but that has proven to be rather difficult, which isn't necessarily a surprise. There's a reason why a lot of people don't traditionally publish, because it's difficult to do. And so I'm probably going to go the route of independently publishing it, but I'm actually going to tackle the independent publishing market a lot harder than I have been, in an attempt to actually like get my name out there, get people to know like, hey, these are the books that I write, and if you're interested in reading them, this is how you do it. And so If Ghosts Could Cry is like the first book in like the multiverse that I'm creating with my own fiction. Like Stephen King has the Dark Tower series, and Brandon Sanderson has the Cosmere, and those are all like having interwoven worlds and stories and characters is very in right now. And so If Ghosts Could Cry is my start of that. I already have the second book that happens in this world planned out and ready to go. So yeah, that's what publishing If Ghosts Could Cry is going to be. I want to do an event for it. So event for the IGCC launch. I've been leaning a lot more towards local promotions and local events and things of that nature. People really do like to support local art, and especially where I live, because it's a very small knit community and all that. And so I've been trying to kind of balance my work between online promotions and offline promotions. And so I want to do an event for the launch. There's a Froyo company that just opened up, and I might see if I can do like a book signing / book launch party and like offer free Froyo for anybody who buys a book. I think that would be cool. We'll see how that goes. I need a cover, and so let's put that on here. Design IGCC cover. So like what I could do is I could put this all under the giant header of publishing IGCC, but like by knocking it out into more specific tasks, you're able to cross things off your list more often than you would normally be able to, and like that sense of accomplishment is what I feel is going to fuel me to keep going and to keep at these goals and to succeed. Hit the gym. I was doing very good for a probably a 3-month span there. And I know 3 months is not all that long in the grand scheme of things, but for me, like, I do not enjoy working out. I find it to be an absolutely miserable experience, and I wish I could find a way to enjoy it, because I feel like if I could find a way to enjoy it, then it wouldn't be so bad. But I just go there and I push weights as much as I need to, and then I go home. And I was doing that at least consistently for a good while, which felt really good, and I fell off of it like I always do. So I need to get back into hitting the gym. I also need to do like a morning routine, like a morning workout / stretch. Morning workout / stretch. I was doing this every morning consistently for a good while as well, and it feels great to wake up to like a good workout or like even just some good cardio or something. But just like everything else, I kind of fell off the radar there. By investment property. So this is a pretty big one. And just today, actually, I went and drove around town to look at investment properties. I have 2 properties in mind that I think I could do something with. And so I went and drove around town to take a look at them. And they got me all excited and giddy, thinking about what I could do and how I can further my life. And so I am, at this point, very seriously considering doing this. So I, with any luck, will buy one of the 2 this year, and then my goal is to sit on it until I have the plot itself paid off, and then get a loan, construction loan, and then once it's built, obviously I'll owe X amount of dollars in my mortgage, and then charge enough to cover the mortgage and give me a little bit of change in my pocket. and then aggressively pay that down until it is paid off, and then rinse and repeat for another 2 or 3 properties, and then I should be good and never have to work another day in my life. And in theory, that sounds wonderful and awesome, and let's hope that it is that simple. I have a lot of other things going on, but we're not going to go down that road right now. We're just looking at January. So let's see, publish IGCC, do an event, Amazon ads. I bought a book on Amazon ads and how to succeed in the publishing market using Amazon ads. And I don't think it's like the greatest book on the planet. Like, it is odd to me how it's formatted, if you will. It just I don't know. It has pertinent information, and the least I can do is give their strategies a shot. And so obviously this is going to be contingent upon me publishing IGCC. So if IGCC's launch goes good, then I can run Amazon ads on it. Whoopsies. Gonna put Insta ads on here. I have been consistently uploading videos to Instagram now for well over 2 years, and I have not gotten any level of success out of it. Pardon me, I was thirsty. I took the time to promote posts on there, which feels like pay to win, but like you don't even win, you just pay to pay. But I did do it a couple of times, and I gained 2 like hearty followers out of it, which just seemed like a giant waste of time. And so that's why I'm pivoting now, if you will, away from pointless short-term content to something longer. And like, I was really heavily inspired by the success of Sam Sulek and like Dry Creek Wrangler School, and the fact that they're able to go out and do what I feel is like making meaningful, genuine content, then I should be able to do the same. And a big part of Sam Sulek, especially because he uploads daily, and so he'll probably hit 365 well before I do. But Dry Creek Wrangler School, I think he does like a weekly upload, and like I said, it's a broken down, it's a simpler concept, and for me, I feel like it fits me as a person more. I jive a lot better with people in person than I seem to over social media. And like, generally speaking, when I'm talking to people and when like they get to experience me and who I am, like we get along and we do really well. But over social media, something about me does not resonate quite the same. So I'm hoping this video format, it more fits my personality and is better formatted for me. Trying to think of some other to-dos that I can put in here for January. This is why it's kind of tough, and like especially now that I have the camera rolling and I'm trying to find something to write in on here. Realistically speaking, where am I going with this? Realistically speaking, like as ideas pop up in my head, I would be writing them down in the January thing. And I initially walked into this and I was like, I'll do it for every month. And I think I'll do it like at the end of January, I'll set one up for February, and then that might be like the February 1st video, and then that'll be a way to like keep up. It'll be a recap, like here's what happened in January, here's what I wanted to do in January, here's what I did in January, here's what I didn't do in January. And so I think that's more the pattern that I will do, as opposed to just trying to let's see, as opposed to trying to just do it all right now, go through the whole planner. I think I'll just go through January with you guys, and then we will just see how it goes from there. So this is the day-to-day breakdown, And kind of just like what I've said with January, like I'm not going to, I want to get in the woods so much with this planner that I have everything filled out to the T, and then I can really track my goals and my successes, and that would be great if I could get that there, but I don't think I'm going to get there just yet. Like I'm just literally just pouring stuff out of my head onto this planner that I think is good. So Monday, this is going to be, so Monday we're going to do morning work out. Tuesday, morning work out. Wednesday, I'll skip the morning workout. Thursday, morning work out. Friday, morning work out. Are you guys able to see my horrendous handwriting? You can kind of see it. Anyway, Saturday and Sunday, I will fast. It's kind of funny because I did not at all embark on this journey to make it look or seem like I was doing the fitness niche at all, because I don't consider myself a fitness influencer. I just am trying to get my own health back to normal and squared up. And Sam Sulek, who makes a similar style of content as or as I aim to replicate in some way, he is a fitness influencer, and I always kind of joke about how many other fitness influencers are popping up doing kind of the same thing that he's doing, and I'm like, I'm going to be different. I'm not a fitness influencer, but as I'm filling out this planner, I'm like, well, that's kind of part of it, isn't it? But it's just part of my life. That's what it is. So also on Monday, let's try and hit the gym, upper bod, gym. Tuesday we'll do lower bod, gym. Wednesday is the rest day. Thursday is going to be full body gym. And then maybe go for a run on Saturday and Sunday. Cardio/run. Cardio/run. Alright. Need to make sure that I'm knocking out writing. And my current writing project right now is my brother Kanan. So we'll go with MBK, 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 MBK. The goal here is to give myself stuff that I can cross off the list, because that is going to feel incredibly fulfilling when I reach a point where I'm like, ooh, I can take that off my list. Ooh, I can take that off my list. Ooh, I can take that off my list. Let's see. Aside from those things, is there any Insta post? That's an easy one. Insta Reel. Insta Reel. And that's the other thing with these goals, is try to keep them as accomplishable as humanly possible. If you give yourself a bunch of goals that are incredibly difficult to accomplish, then chances are you're setting yourself up for failure and disappointment. And if you feel like you have failed or disappointed yourself, it's going to be hard to motivate yourself to succeed in the future. I'm going to take another drink. So right now, Wednesday is looking like a very light day. The only things I'm holding myself accountable for are Instagram Reels and MBK. Let us do a paid ad for Instagram on Wednesdays. So Insta paid ad. We'll see how that floats. As I've been doing like directed ads, I get tons of views but not very many follows. And like I said, as far as like my Instagram content is concerned, I don't feel like it is high quality content. And that's part of the thing that bugs me. Is like I'm not even thrilled with the content I'm putting out. So how can I expect other people to be thrilled with it? Like these long form conversational videos, I'm happy with these. And like when I make them, I feel like I've just had a conversation and we're just talking and we're learning more about each other. And this is something that I can really sink my teeth into and really like get excited about. And so I really hope that it turns out to be something and like does well for me. But at any rate, we're just going to keep on keeping on. So that gets us through Sunday the 7th. Is that the first week of January that it goes through? Yeah, these are thick pages. All right. So I'll just get to a point at this point where I'm just kind of replicating what I've already put myself up for. And so this is going to be repetitious. And so I'll try and kind of be quick about this so that we're not stuck watching me write the same stuff over and over and over again. It is the Saturday before New Year's Eve, and as I've said plenty of times, I am pretty darn determined to make 2024 a very successful year for me. And so doing all of these things, this is new to me. I don't do this every year. I've never done this specifically at the beginning of a year before. And like I don't know if this is going to work and motivate me and keep me going, or if it's going to fall off, or if it's going to be just kind of something that I do but it doesn't really go anywhere. I don't know. And I'll never know if I never give it a go. And so this is me starting out, giving 2024 the best shot at success that I can set it up for. I went out, and I was talking earlier, I went out and checked out these properties that I plan to purchase, and one of them is very close to my house. It was funny, I was driving to it, and I got to this like side road, and I was like, hey, like that looks like my neighbor's house. And sure enough, it was. And so it is very easy to get to this other property from my house. And it's funny because I'm really bad with directions, and I live in like a very small town, and so it's impossible to get lost. But I really had no idea where this place was. So of course I used the old Google Maps to find it, and Google Maps was being slow, and so I started to move in the general direction of where I thought it was, and then I found it, and I was like, wow, like I could have just walked here, which is fine. I probably will walk there like tomorrow and like walk the property and see it and get out of the car, and that would be something really fun to film with you guys if I do buy this property. I kind of did that with this house that I have here. I recorded a lot of the building process and a lot of stuff with that, and now like my camera equipment has only gotten better since then, and so I will I'll see about making that a part of this series. Like, I feel like that would be something exciting for you all to see. Now, granted, like, depending on which property I buy, I probably won't start construction until the end of the year. Like, so my goal is to sit on the property until it's paid for and then start the construction loan. That way I'm not bogged down with 2 loans at the same time. One thing I'm not excited about is property tax. We have property tax out here, and so I'll be paying property tax on this property. Did I do Insta Reels on? I did Insta Reels on Saturdays and Sundays, and I don't post on weekends on Instagram anymore, so that's something that I will probably have to remember that I'm not doing that. Why is there so many days in January? Alright, anyway, let's see. And then, yeah, notes pages. And then we get to February. In your heart of hearts. They give a little phrase for each little book. Like, these little books are neat. And I know that you can very easily get a thing on the internet that does all this for you. And I don't have to buy a book. But I did buy a book because it was easier than making my own. And honestly, I'm super happy with this purchase. I might even like take this book to work with me and like try and keep on track. I'm not gonna put work tasks in here, so maybe don't take it to work with me because I don't want this to just turn into a workbook, which it very easily could. I already have a notebook that I fill all my tasks in. And that's kind of where I got the idea, honestly. There is someone that I work with who uses a planner. And, like, I was talking to them about something. And they pulled out a planner and started writing it down and all this stuff. And I was like, huh, that's neat. Like, I've never used a paper planner before, and obviously we live in a day and age where you have a calendar on your phone, so why even do this? For me personally, I retain information better when I write it down. And so there's that. There's the ability to actually cross it off, check it off, and make it look as though it has been done. And that is something as well that I feel like is nice to have as opposed to like my phone. And like I found ways with my phone to like cross things out. And then there's also like you can bold the text or whatever. But I don't know. For me, it works better when it's actually written down. And like as I said before, I retain the information. If nothing else, I retain the information better when I'm writing it down. Like here I'm about to write down the same thing 31 times for the month of January. And so hopefully by the time I'm done, I'll have a pretty good idea of what I'm expecting myself to do every day in the month of January. And like the wild thing is like I am a very structured person. I run a very structured life. And these things that I have listed on my task list are very small, kind of, I say trivial, they're not trivial things, but they're small things that don't require a whole lot of time. And like honestly working on NBK, my book, is probably the biggest time suck here, and that I can very easily spend an hour on that, if not longer. And so the novel is the biggest time suck here. Like everything else, go out and do like a 20-minute run, or do an Instagram reel that takes no time at all. And here we are again, Saturday and Sunday. I'm writing down Insta Reel again, even though I caught myself last time and said that I didn't need to do that. But that's okay. We all make boo-boos, and I will just remember that I'm not doing that. I had to take another drink. I have strawberry watermelon Gatorade. Ooh, that reminds me of another task. I'm going to try sugar-free Gatorade in the month of January. I drink water mostly, especially like when I'm at work. The only thing I drink is water. When I'm at home, I treat myself to Gatorade, which I feel like Gatorade is a healthy beverage if you are an active individual. If you're not an active individual, then you probably shouldn't have Gatorade. And so I'm going to try doing the zero sugar Gatorade instead. And see, like that's the nice thing about this planner is like, boom, I had forgotten all about that and it popped up in my head and now I can write it down. And then you all can help me keep me responsible for it. So this doesn't actually go all the way to the 31st. It goes to the 28th, and then it gives you notes. And so I guess the 29th, the 30th, and the 31st will be cheat days, unless they fall in February's thing, perhaps. Let's look at February and see what it's got. Monday the 29th, Tuesday, yep, that's what it is. They round out into the February schedule. That's fine. I really do like this planner. This is such a nice tool and it's exciting, and I can just already feel as though I'm going to be so much more productive with this thing by my side. So, woo to that idea, and woo to like being productive in 2024. And hopefully you guys and girls and whomever else is watching can be productive in the new year as well. It is such a cliche thing, and I know like it makes some of us gag. It makes me gag sometimes to say it, and I'm just like, ooh, I'm gonna be so productive in the new year. And it's like, yeah, so does you and everybody on this darn planet say that. But like, it's one thing to just say it and then know deep down inside that you have no intentions of changing, or that you'll attempt and fail, fall off the wagon, whatever. But like, everything should be measured in stages. And I got this from Brandon Sanderson. He teaches a writing class, and he uploads some of his lessons onto YouTube, and I watched the whole series, and he brought a point up about writing and the success of writing, and how your odds aren't quite as bad as they may seem. And so he's like, if you put yourself in a pool of 100 writers, and of those 100 writers, only half of them actually finish a novel. So right then and there, you're now in a group of 50 out of 100 that are that much closer to making their goals than the original group of people who set out to do these things. And then from there, say only half of those people go through the proper process to have the book edited and like go down the publishing route. And so now you're in a group of 25, and so you've now reduced your group size twice and are once again that much closer to your goals, and that much closer than the other 75 people now who set out with this goal of becoming a writer in the first place. And then say, of that group of 25 remaining people, only 5 of them decide to write a second project. And now you are in, what is that, the 5% of the 100 people who set out with that. And if you say every 5% of X amount of people get published, or whatever the statistic is that you're living by, that becomes instantly more obtainable when you can break it out and chunk it out like that. And that's another one of the things that he says is to keep going, because especially as a writer, when you get a fan who enjoys your work, they're going to go down your back catalog and they're going to read everything that you've published. And so if you as a writer are so single-handedly, or what is the word for it? Single focused, I guess. If you're so singularly focused on the success of one project, then you doom yourself to make you've doomed yourself, because that one project might succeed because you've devoted so much time and effort into its success. And then when it succeeds, that's it. You have nothing else for your fan base to fall back on. But if you continue to be productive with it, then book number 7. If book number 7 is the book that hits for me, I've got 6 other books that my fans now can discover, read, and enjoy. And so if book number 7 blows up and takes over the world, and I have, 10,000 devoted fans who want to read everything I've ever put out, those 10,000 people are now going to go buy 6 other books. And so, that's the profits from that book number 7 can be multiplied now 6 times for all the other works that you've done. So it's very important to chunk out your success and to allow your success to multiply by just keep on adding to your product line. For me, that product line is just books and novels and things of that nature. For you, it might be something else, but just keep that in mind. But what I was getting at by bringing up that whole story with Brandon Sanderson and this planner here is you can have your group of 100 people who all set goals for themselves in the new year, and then cut that in half for the people who actually make a legitimate effort to adhere to those goals. So right then and there, you're already in a better percentage of people, because you're in the half of people who are at least making the attempt to follow the goals that they set forth for themselves. And then from there, you can cut that group in half again for the people who were able to maintain their goals for a month. Just a month. They say it takes 18 days to create a habit. So I'm just going to say, if you're a month in and you've been able to maintain your goals now for that whole time, chances are you're doing pretty dang well for yourself. And then from there, you're now the 25 people who have maintained their goal for an entire month. Woo! That's something to be proud of. Give yourself a hand on that one. And then from there, say 20 of those people fall off their goals for one reason or another. Life happens. I'm not saying that you're the devil incarnate for not being able to do what you set out to do. I can't accomplish what I set out to do all the time either. But then, so now you're part of the 5%. The 5% of people who have made it, we're going to say halfway through the year, still following the goals that they set out for themselves in 2024. Now, if you make it to June of 24 and you're still going strong on these goals, I can see no reason why you would fall off at that point. And now you're in that 5% of people, that successful percentage of people, and you're doing great stuff for yourself because you chunked it out into more digestible pieces. And then from there, you just keep on the new year, keep chugging along, and maybe do it all over again for 2025. Who knows? But yes, I love this planner. I think this is going to be a very good, handy, awesome tool for me to keep me focused. There's plenty of times during the week, during the weekends, whatever it might be, where I find myself sitting and wondering, what should I be doing right now? And now I don't have to do that anymore. I can literally go to the planner and be like, okay, what are these tasks have you not done? Oh, let's do that. Oh, let's do that. Oh, let's do this. And then boom shakalaka, I am a successful, awesome person. I'm already an awesome person, but then I'll be successful and awesome. And that's a good way to be. Thank you all for watching this video. Like I said, we're going to hit 24 hard. 24 365 is the name of my challenge. I am intending to do a video every day for the month of 2024. For the year of 2024. How's that sound? So yeah, if you guys are interested, come along. We will be updating the planner as we go along, and we will certainly be making callbacks and having a grand old time. So I hope you all can make it, and I hope you all also have a great, safe, and happy New Year, and we'll see you next year. Yep, that's right, I said it.